Hi, welcome to F&M Tarot. My name is Venna. Today I'll be doing the reading for the sign of Capricorn. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. Ooh. So Capricorn, first card is the Eight of Pentacles. And if you look at the card, the man is working on his craft and his skill set. And I feel like for a lot of you out there, you're a bit unsure where you want to go in life. Do you go left? Do you go right? Do you go for this new job? Do you want to stay in this company even though you got a promotion? Or should you go work overseas? Now, the message I'm getting for you is try. Go for it and see where it goes. Because too often, especially you Capricorn, we overthink and overanalyze the situation, but we underdo and undertake action. So it's asking you to apply for that position, or perhaps consider moving overseas for this job and see where it takes you. See what you can learn, see what you can grow from doing this. Because we think in our head, the possibilities are endless of what could happen, what could go wrong, what could go right. But when we do more, then we know. So, bad example is a pot of hot water. And I'm not advocating you go do this. Is if you just thought about, what hot water feels like, man, you could have 100 different theories. But you put your hand in a pot of hot water, you go, that's what hot is like. Then you know, don't do that again. Or if you're gonna do it, put a bit of cold water so it's lukewarm, then it's more comfortable. So, yeah, if you're wanting to, perhaps for women out there, apply your makeup better, if we just talk and think about it, the brush and the whatever is not going to pick up and do itself magically, unless you know some other skills, which I'm not going to get into. But then you might go do a course and start doing yourself, and then you realize, I actually quite like this. I might try and do this professionally. And you go do another course, how to do it at a professional level. Then you go on your socials, you put a post up to all your friends, hey, I'm practicing, who wants one? And your friends are, oh wow, you're so good at this, you should do this at a bigger level. Then you might start charging them. And then you got weddings, you might have formals, my professional events, and for models. And the next thing you know, oh wow, like I'm actually really good at this. And who knows, you might end up on in a movie set or one of the big magazines, and it all stems from actually just starting and trying things and not over analyzing. So I feel like, some of you Capricorn is that spend a bit less time in our minds and more in our heart space and doing, and just see where that takes you. Then you have the Judgment card, which if you look, it's an angel blowing a trumpet and everyone's rejoicing. It's not saying the universe is judging you, although time to time, in my experience, they might give you some stern words and tell you pull your finger out of your bum. But what the Judgment card is saying is that, and for those, I'd say more spiritually inclined, that I'm a bit more aware of what goes on, is that sometimes we do things that probably isn't necessarily the best idea. We use our mind more than our heart, and we over-rationalize, or we over-analyze, or it's too risk-aversive, that perhaps we might miss the point of what we're supposed to learn out of the situation. And so it's essentially asking you to listen to intuition, where there might be a message or a sign saying, don't do that. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. That can go 50 shades sideways if you pursue that path. And those that listen, they avoid, any catastrophes or any disasters. Those that do not heed the warning are more likely to, run into trouble, and they wonder why is the world unfair, or why always me? It's because you didn't listen to the advice that was given to you clear as day. I've had this myself a few times in regards to a few matters where I was asking, if a certain situation was this or that, and clear as day, boop, they told me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to that. So we really got to listen to what's been given to us. Otherwise, all the best on the outcome. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, and pages are about starting something new. So I think, again, a lot of you might want to be going to a new job, or think about a relationship. This could be not just romantic, but platonic or professional. You're wondering, what should I do regards to this connection? And what I'm getting for the Page of Pentacles is probably more platonic and more professional rather than romantic. Is, you could be getting a offer to go into a partnership with something, and you're wondering, I'm not so sure about this person. Like, the offer's good, the price is good, the benefits are good, but I'm just not sure. Like, you're not sure of the economy, you're not sure of the market, you're not sure if this person's legitimate, or is he a liar, stealer, or a thief. So, and it probably goes back to the Judgment card of trusting intuition and seeing what the universe says about the individual that's given this offer. And I think what the page is saying is, if you want to do it, it's probably it is right to proceed forward. So see where it takes you, see where it goes, see what could happen. But of course, like anything you do in life, and this is not to say go against it, but we must always use our better judgment and our discernment. Is we don't just surrender and it's all good and no, she'll be right and it's going to be okay. You still got to keep your wits about yourself with everyone, not just the business partner we're speaking about. But if things don't feel right, you speak up. Or this doesn't add up, ask. Or you're not sure about something, bring it up and discuss it. But in terms of the thing is, I think it's definitely worth pursuing. And you don't know where this opportunity could lead you. And inversely, I think some of you are wanting to go back to school, but you're wondering, should I go do it? Like it's, it could be 1 more year, 2 more years, or 4 years. I think a lot of you, might have jobs, might have families, other commitments. You're like, how am I going to fit this in? And the advice would be that, for some of you, take stock of your life of, well, hang on, I need to study at least 2 hours a day and I've got classes. What am I doing right now that probably isn't that important, that perhaps I could cut a little bit of time on, just focus on studying, because this is important, this is my future, and this is where I want to go in. Make a decision that way, So if you're a gym junkie, if you're training 6 days a week, perhaps look at cutting it 3 days a week, or doing a time where, you might go before work, and then after you finish at the gym, you go to work, and then you sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Or if you have a Netflix binge sessions, perhaps limiting it to perhaps 1 day a week or once a month, so you have time to go to school and study. And then also, if you're going out every weekend, is perhaps then you're looking at okay, not saying don't socialize, because it's important to go see our friends, but what other ways can I socialize where I'm not perhaps staying up late, sleeping in, and then recovering for a few days from lack of sleep and consuming alcohol? Where can I find time? And it's asking us to really take stock of our time and seeing, are we best utilizing it, and just see where that goes. So conclusion, 8 of Pentacles is just starting a skill, see where it takes you. Judgment card is trust intuition, the signs the universe gives you. And the Page of Pentacles, similar to the 8 of Pentacles, is if you're wanting or waiting for a sign whether you should proceed, then now is the time to proceed. I hope this helps.